Well, Alejandro, maybe you can tell a little bit more about the traveling here to Greece. How long was the flight and how did it affect the players' physical conditions?
Well, the flight was quite long. We made like a first flight, 2 hours and a half, 2 hours 40 actually. Then we stopped like for 2 hours in the Brussels airport, and then another 2 hours and a half. So mainly we arrived at the hotel quite late, around 1:30 at night. So it means that the players need good rest for today, but also today it's important to make some kind of individual work. And about these individual works, how we are working today, we just finished the individual session. Is we test each player, what each player needs. We make in special work for them. For example, someone needs to stay here only 5 minutes. Another one needs to stay 20 minutes. It depends on their own conditions. Mainly the objective from today's training was to make this balance disappear, just to fix these balance problems. Because when you fix this balance problem, your power is, the power of your body is going up, mainly. So you will have got more chance during the game to make a proper performance.
Well, Latvia beat Lithuania in the principal derby. It's won, everybody's happy. But how did you consider the players' condition in this game? Were we at the top level at that moment, because the match was in the evening and we know that maybe Latvian players are not used to playing in such conditions?
Of course, when your body used to play or to make trainings at some point of the day, when you change, also when you change food, when you change your time when you go to sleep, it's some kind of misunderstanding from the body. It's like if the body doesn't understand why. So it means that the body must to work more, like to resolve this kind of problems. But anyway, we played quite late also, 10:10 last game, and this game is going to be 9:45, so it's only 30 minutes later. So we just put like 30 minutes more up, all the schedule, and I think that will be fine. Of course, it's not the same time for making trainings, maybe proper preparations. But also big teams, when they play on Sunday, Wednesday, all the time, these big teams, it means that the body the training is the game, mainly. What you only needs to do between games is just make a good recovery, good nutrition, good sleep, which is both the most important maybe, with genetics also. And making that in a proper way, I think that all will be fine. Yep.
Well, what were the main tasks for today's fitness training here in the gym? What exercises did you give to the players?
Well, mainly we were testing what part of the body of the legs were the problems, where was the differences. And for example, maybe I've got my problem on my right, so I only have to work on my right. The first step for making a good injury prevention, a good performance, is to resolve the disbalance problems. Once all the disbalance problems are fixed, you just have to go further and make a proper performance training. But if you don't make corrections on this disbalance, you are working for performance, you are putting higher your injury risk mainly. So this is why we try to resolve today, just to resolve these disbalance trainings and make the guys to feel better. This is the main task.
Well, you analyze the players' fitness conditions coming here in the national team, and I believe that after this training camp you will give them some kind of solutions or advices to make in their clubs. So what will they be, so to be on the top level for the national team after a month? Well,
the idea is to give all these test results to the clubs, to the fitness coach, medical staff, in order to them to know what we saw, how they are. Also keep in touch with them very close to give them information what we did here, more or less, for each player. And this is also the kind of information that would be nice to regard when they will come to us. Maybe the first 2 weeks before they're coming here, it's positive to us to know how are they coming. Because during the training camp there is no time like to make too many tests just to check how are they. So if we will have this information from the beginning, it would be too much easier.
And the last question, game against Greece, how important will be the fitness condition of both teams in the fight for the victory tomorrow?
Well, I think that it's quite a big difference between both teams because maybe the middle of the Latvian national team is playing in Latvia, so maybe they are like mainly at the end of the season, and some of the guys they just started their seasons. And here in Greece, for most of them, I guess that they just started also their season. So it means that we will have some players that we will be maybe more, more going with the season. So they played more games, so maybe the shape for at some point will be a little bit different because of that. But I think that in the game is at the end of the day it's 11 against 11. It's 90 minutes for both. It's one ball, 2 goals, and you just have to put the ball inside. So I think it's going to be the same chances for both teams. Just with good emotions, with good concentration, I think that we can do something big here.